We're for GK. Is GK for GK? We find out by playing the matchup. Will they be able to take a dub here? Best of 7 forward. They want to get the win. Show us what you got, GK. Can you do it?
Right now in major points, so they both desperately want these 2 points.
Yeah, GK versus General Mace, I think, is going to be a story that's going to be brewing until the end of this split, heading over to Raleigh. But let's talk about that in a second, because Edgeby has opened things up for forward, and he made it look pretty easy, Gibbs.
This was interesting. Edgeby going up. Oli's just sitting on the back wall. I guess he expected Archie to get a challenge.
Finally, we can go into orange territory.
And this is good for forward, but at the same time, Edgeby had a wide open net there. They were just giving him that top corner shot, and he just misses it. When you're the underdog, you kind of want those, but he makes up for it here, just dribbling down the side and getting the flick top left. And again, one little flick there, he gets the mid boost spawn and then flicks it over both defenders to get a 3. Last time dead last now in demos per game so far. So don't expect them to get too physical. They're going to play a calm, like, midfield game, going for passes. And again, I cast a curse because 2 players go for the bump on the goalie. Never mind. I take back everything I said, Cole.
No, but listen, Gibbs, what you said was I don't go for demos. And on both of those very demoable opportunities, one they went
that was close. That was close.
It was worth a go.
Joyo, though.
That's it. I respect the effort. I mean, Joyo's trying to make something from this game. GK will know that this first one is gone, but if they can just get themselves a couple of goals just to clear some nerves and settle themselves down, they are, of course, in their team, what was it, like the team boot camp, where so much good work is done in Rocket League, and I'm sure they'll be looking to each other, and some high fives will be coming out.
They're only 4 points out of a top 4 major spot right now, so they desperately want these 2 points.
Ironically, they'll be looking at GK's run from the first set of opens for some inspiration, but for now, they're going to have to do some defending, and against Archie, they're not going to be able to do it.
And this is the one thing you don't want to do on defense is be flat-footed. We see Mike Boy and Growly both go up on the back wall. As soon as that...
They do seem to keep them coming. Now 2-0 to GK. And forward are going to have to show how they can come back from behind. Are they able to? So far, not so well, because Archie has got the archiest hat-trick I think I've ever seen, Gibbs. 3 tap-ins, see you later, I'll take my 3.
And Archie is leading everyone in goals per game, or at least in Regional 1. He's number 3 so far in Regional 2. I feel like it's going to be the new addition. We've got to talk about Growly. He's the one who's going to pressure the most on the offensive side. He's, like, I think top 5 in position in upfield. Great infield pass here. Out to Mike Boy, and this time it's not a cash or curse. Growly makes the play while he's upfield to make that infield pass happen, and Mike Boy secures the bottom right shot. So that's what you expect. With the big save, though, with Oli trying to dunk over him. So great play there to keep it within 3.
I mean, it's funny you say about easy goals, because the goals that have been scored so far might be another one for Mike Boy. It's just simple plays, really.
Yeah.
No one's doing anything too much. Occasionally a player gets either dunked or beaten to the ball. Look at Oli here, completely beaten. And that means that, who was it in net still? Joyo had pretty much no chance.
It's like the challenge game's a little bit off by both teams. Like either with forward going for that 50-50 as third man, or just speed of forward kind of outclassing a GK, but Joyo doing it all himself with the flip reset. Top bar doesn't even touch it, doing it cross coast, map to map. Look at him go. Fantastic.
Yeah,
trying to get this midfield. He does get the pitch across, but Joyo was not expecting it, so waiting a bit on that. Mike Boy with the clear, as Edgeby will take it off as well. Oli, early challenge, he misses. Edgeby with the pre-jump pass out to Mike Boy, who secures the goal and forward on the board first.
Yeah, well played from them. They had one earlier chance that it was saved, but look at that touch there from Edgeby. Keeps his momentum going around the corner. Mike Boy tends to look pretty isolated. Growly once again was left all alone and barely had a pass to the side as Oli dunks out Mike Boy. Edgeby gets completely faked as well. Big save from Mike Boy. Who's next up? It's Archie via the crossbar. 1-1, 3 minutes left.
It just feels like the space is opening up. Joyo here, wide open space. Mike Boy does make a good save, but then Archie is there to clean up the rebound.
Yeah. Well, Edgeby has no boost again. They do look like it's going to be possible for them this game. This is definitely one they'll have their sights on winning.
It's possible. The scoring chances, obviously, they haven't had a ton yet. Somehow this goes in. Oli just misses the play on defense, and this is what you need as an underdog team to just make them pay whenever you have a chance. Growly just kind of throws us at net, and Oli
pressure on all the way to the end. You expect that fast forward will need one more goal to really make this one secure, because GK will throw everything for the last 20 seconds.
comes out. Will they finally get the pass? And they do here. Archie throws it around one defender, and Oli just collapses on the ball to make this shot happen just by HB there. He's just out of position, and Oli scores it. We get some bump plays coming out. Mike Boy with HB with him. Cannot get the pass out. Archie, great defense there.
Yeah, Archie just knew exactly what fast forward were attempting, and out down the other end, Oli bullies the defender out the way. Joyo with the simple flick claims game 3.
And this is why a 2v1 is so deadly when you go for the pass and it doesn't connect. Timeout right after a loss. But they start off pretty well here with an infield pass to Growly, gets turned away, but Mike Boy with 100 boost, gets around one, goes for the bump on another. HB's there to clean it up. A 3-man effort to disrupt the goalie, and it works for forward.
Yeah, now that's a much better balance there from forward. They're all there correctly. Growly, huge 50-50 up against Joyo and HB. And Archie's coming in. I want to see a couple of touches here from Archie. Again, opts to go long, forces the pinch. Growly was waiting for it. Does get GK into orange territory. That was a near touch. Oh, that is so heartbreaking for fast forward. The bump almost comes and it would have been a goal for them. It's missed, and the bump goes against them. Look at that.
And this is
touches. Oh, man.
Oh, and this is part of that minute.
And now there's a lot of ball pressure for fast forward, but the decision making is not quite there. The final player wasn't quite on the same wavelength as the guy with the ball, but they're coming forwards again. In the end, they bully it through, and it is 2-2. Well played.
And I don't mind this from forward. They were patient. They didn't try and throw it on net immediately. They just kept possession of the ball until they had a high-scoring opportunity.
Gets himself a quick reset attempt. Ball ended up a little bit behind him. Had to try and wriggle his car around and wasn't quite able to. That made the defending much easier. Zoli and Mike Boy.
Zero boost.
That's the opponent in the corner, and there's the demo, and they are brutal, Gibbs.
Once they see it, zero boost on HB in net. He goes for the demo anyway. They didn't even need it. Joyo could have scored that.
That's one thing that GK have done really well. They have blocked forwards passes. All the goals they've got have been outpacing them. Or just the occasional whip. As Archie did there, but Joyo helped him out. Mike with chance to shoot. Mike Boy is going to shoot. Mike Boy is going to take it. It's not the passing play. It's one mistake opening them up.
When the favorite makes a mistake and you're the underdog, you have to score. These are the plays you have to make. And Mike Boy
out of boost. In comes Joyo. Growly needs to avoid getting dunked and does. And forward have at least survived the kickoff.
But forward, it feels like they want to score now. They're not going to have the opportunity. Joyo just getting in the face, getting the dunk. Bar down and in on zero boost. We talk about it. They don't need boost for GK. Mike Boy has 100, Joyo 0. It does not matter. 2 challenges back to back.
Into the corner. Good bump there from Growly. They've upped the aggression forward. You were saying that compared to their average, this is a lot more than we've seen from them, and maybe that's a choice by design. But as it stands instead, it's going to be Archie. Clean touch. Another goal.
This play all began when HB, he's upfield, wants to be aggressive, has no boost though. He's sitting right next to that corner boost. Couldn't decide what to do. Just waiting for the rebound. Try and go up the corner again. He gets bumped a little bit there. He gets demo for it though. And we'll continue this corner play. Oli looking for a double bump. He gets one. Archie with an awkward shot. The greatest awkward shot I've ever seen. He pulls off a turbo pulse here and scores this one.
What on
that actually looked more planned on
the possession in their favor. Only goes for the 50-50, gets the flip reset towards to max it at Joyo, who has the backflip to try and make something from it. GK playing far from clean, but they don't need to, but they are now taking out the game. Can Joyo get the save? No, he can't. Well played, Mike Boy. Forward aren't out yet.
And this is what we need, aggression from forward. We talk about Growly. He's going to be the one upfield a lot, trying to make plays. He gets a demo out, and Mike Boy,
for them, great got no boost. There. Does do some work in the corner, then gets the bump on Mike Boy. Trips him up as he's landing. Always helpful to do if you spot the opportunity. Growly now underneath Joyo towards Mike Boy. Is there a bump from Growly? He doesn't need it. Mike Boy scores. Forward refused to be beaten.
Oh, and Mike Boy's getting fed here. Growly, great play there. Oli has to pre-jump it, and then Mike Boy's like, I'll take another low 50 challenge. Growly, though, almost gets a redirect in net just off a fortunate challenge play there, but Mike Boy will take possession with full boost. HB going for the bump, but Joyo gets it. Mike Boy, bottom left corner for the hat trick. All 3 goals into the same spot, and forward stays alive.
Credit to HB. He sniped his opportunity. Another bump play. Joyo was we were talking about. All 6 players down the middle. You got the Fate, you got the Spanish, but not too much more, at least not now. Who knows, maybe these players can invent some new ones. Growly can have a shooting chance here. Goes behind the defender. Smart finish, 1-0 forward.
And again, let's not forget, Forward, top 8 last time. They're only 4 points out of a major spot. If they win this, whoever wins this...
100% Carmine could go for a fake there, and it leads to a goal. Speed of communication just wasn't there for Forward on this occasion. So that one goes begging. They might still get one. Archie's floating. It's not going to be enough. Mike Boy does double their lead. Forward are emerging.
Interesting play here by Archie. Oh, it's because of the demo. He gets lifted into the air. You can't really fault him for that.
He does up against Archie. If Mike Boy had gambled, he would have had it. I can see why he didn't. The ball fell for him slightly fortuitously, but he'd already turned it down by then.
That is because they have a 2-goal lead. I think he doesn't go for the challenge, and Archie gets the cleanup on the opposite side. And you got to say that this was like a 2-goal swing here. Joyo taking the challenge, and the demo's coming out. All 3 members getting involved. GK.
Is anyone coming now for GK? It's going to be Archie. It's just wide. Joyo, it passes. Brilliant idea. Big read, big save. Oli into the corner. Mike Boy, no. HB is dunked by Oli. And maybe GK are going to take it here after all.
Awkward play for Mike Boy, trying to avoid Joyo in the air, trying for the Goomba stop.
It's going to be the ultimate punishment. Not this time, but that one's going to go just wide from the clearance.
Ooh, got to be careful with these passes, because again, if you have a 2v1, but the pass is bad, that's 2 members involved, and here it is, the counter-attack. Oli is open downfield and secures the goal with a half-minute to play.
Yeah, I mean, HB, he just didn't need to go for that pass. His teammates, nothing. Growley in the corner, needs Archie to miss, and he doesn't. And Gibbs, that may well be enough. One more chance, perhaps.
Growley on 0 boost, tries to throw it on net, but Archie is there for the defense. Still on 0 boost, we'll keep it alive. Mike Boy needs a good challenge. Joy up in the air, just trying to waste time. Throw it into the back corner, but HB, keep it up, and the Forward are trying to make magic happen, but Oli denies it, and GK survive the battle and move on in the lower bracket.
But it only matters if you do it in the moment. They are facing off against Caliente on the other side, who could, by the analyst's thoughts, take a few games off of them. Let's hope it's not enough to win the series, and Dignitas can cruise on through as they keep the battle against GK alive.
By staying at least alive in the tournament. But there's really the argument to say 5 teams should be going, 4 teams will be going. Dignitas, a loss here. Major dent to their hopes. Oh, and this fun start.
Hello, Jorius. Sorry, for some reason in my head I had that completely backwards. I thought Stizzy had just gone back to the first week of games type defense, and thought completely well aware, and if you're not, welcome to RL Esports, are one of our premier teams here in Europe, and they have gone through to the major over in Birmingham. They are looking likely to go through to the major in Raleigh.
Oh dear.
They made it through to top 4s, and they have made it through the defense of Caliente yet again.
Okay, so let's pick the different things here that's gone wrong for Sizen. He's backwards, he's got 2 players near to him, and he doesn't stand a chance.
And that one got the 2 games right towards the end as well, just by 1 goal apiece from each of them. So they've got a clutch moment or 2 in them, Shogun. I'm sure they wouldn't like for it to always be clutch, as apparently Jack makes things look beautiful in the orange half.
I mean, this is really dominant at the moment from Dignitas. It's exactly what their fans would like to see. And look at this from Jack.
That could have just been a shot. Get it. Stoic on the goal line.
That's just straight out into Pavajorius, but no, Saki able to keep that one moving. Needs to stay behind the ball, especially when you're on a low boost like this. Saki just makes a change. Oh, it was the mistake! It wasn't the right decision! Noah Saki ran the fake!
It's a great play from Noah. Gets over 1 and can then instantly jump. Use the final tripling amount. Cool, we can take the 50. We can be strong enough off the crossbar. A cling-clang. Noah Saki can clear it away. Joris now tries to clear the defense himself. Charlie B. It's a nice touch. No one's up for it. Stizzy is. And that is how you sink a double.
Yeah, that's finally caught them a little bit napping. Charlie went up and just pops it straight over to Stizzy. Nobody's got any boost to react. Issues start to begin. Caliente, they're all low. They need a way out, and they found it. Sizen pops up exactly when he's needed. Dorius on the reset. Got everybody trekking back to 50. He's been saying that for so long, and there is the result.
End-to-end carry as well. The reset, the insta-pop as well. Runs out a boost. He will slam his big Dutch 90 seconds remaining. And Dignitas double their lead.
I'll tell you what, for somebody that was so quiet in the last game,
again!
In the third, Jorius, where was this in game 2?
I tell you what, if you average out his points from this game and the last game, you'd look at 2 all-right games.
He has found himself quite comfortable after what was a very rough opening tournament for himself. But since then, it's kind of been put to the back of the mind. No one really worries about that anymore. Oh my goodness. I'm not worried about Dig at the moment either. That game 2, a couple of worries. Actually, I mean, this answers so many questions as well, because we were saying, you know, maybe you can wobble them.
That ball is nowhere near me. Thank you very much.
Well, for Dignitas, they'll be happy to see that the ball is now no longer near their side of the field, or at least temporarily. Here comes Charlie. Oh, he's got the follow. He gave it a go. Good demo. Net. And there's Noah Saki.
Excellent play across the board of Caliente. Everyone has their jobs and everyone reads it perfectly. The demo
Zero
on the goal line.
I'm going to drive in awkward positions and dare you to take the 50. And it works. He doesn't have to overcomplicate it. Now we go for Jorius, and he's... Oh, what a flick!
He's caught him napping. I think he just punts it, doesn't he? He catches there, and then just immediately just sees the third man diving in. Noah Saki singing,
Jorius,
brother.
I've spotted the angle and went, well, no, you don't have that. Just set himself up, brilliant flick after the fact, and reestablishes the lead, and it might be about to get worse. Is he
nice.
away?
As the defender here, you are floating in the ever hell where you can't move. Look at Noah's like, oh, that's in. That's a shame. And he has to watch Dizzy approach.
Tyson gets a decent 50, but the follow would have wanted to be from Noah, and Noah's on 0. Charlie's missed the ball. It's all kind of falling apart here. As Appjack straight to Jorius, who is getting close to another 500-point game. He's already got the hat trick. What is it? Did Jorius just take a bit of time to charge up and then rev? Too fast.
Yeah, too much beans on that one. Couldn't quite sneak it central for his 2 English teammates. Couldn't put it on toast as Jorius heads up, flicks a Shogun. You said monstrous flick earlier. That is a flick of his dreams.
That was vicious. There was anger and hatred in straighting when they're in the lead. And they're still so dangerous.
I was going to say, that's exactly what Dig want as well. They want you to think, oh, okay, we have time now. And then they're going to send it, be awkward. Charlie B can guide that one home. And that is where Dignitas' game plan can be awkward. You look at the positioning. Jack dives in so aggressively. He's third man, but he's positioned on the halfway line. Gets it 1/1, flicks over 2. Charlie B is going to be holding it strong on the back. That's Dizzy's chance to do a long game of play. Jackson will whip himself back in. Harasses Charlie B. And the whizzing of the engine, the mosquito of apparently Jack, is going to be delivering a stinger into Caliente's side.
Oh, that's so horrible for Charlie B.
Nobody is challenging Caliente, or rather, Caliente aren't challenging Dignitas on that. Sizer now finally has to come in. But both Charlie B and Noah Saki sitting on their own goal line. Jack resets it, finds Noah, Dizzy. It's another goal with full aggression.
I mean, they're just sitting here waiting to see what Dignitas are going to do, and Dignitas are happy to show them. Noah Saki trying to get there. Sure of it. Maybe one more. They scored one last time. Oh, Stizzy. Look what they're reading. At least managed to recover this. But Dignitas, they've done the job. They've done it well. They move on.
We now scored their opponents 17 goals to 4.
Well, at the end of the day, does it matter? Well, it does. You have one last game to play. We'll see if Vitality is going to come out with the expected result here, or if we're going to have BSK on the other side show us that, hey, it's French versus French. Either team can win. We'll find out now in this next best of 7.
As well, they've been playing second fiddle to Carmine Corp time and time again. Going to make sure that, yes, they can just bash through this teams and then end up facing that big bad at the end of the journey. That's going to be an instant crossbar smash. And a shot across. Zen intelligently sending it far post. Does need Exotic's help to help it in.
Leave BSK alone.
Where did they come from?
Zen, exactly there. He was within their own goal. Just refused to go. Is he able to get in there? Not quite. Zen is there in the meantime. Mozzarella pitches it round the corner. Pisky up close. Rust goes up against Exotic. Exotic is too fast. Monkey Moon must be able to make it too, and he does. Vitality are almost certainly now going to take game 1.
And from Monkey Moon's perspective, this is the easiest shot. And Mozzarella's thinking he can go literally anywhere in this blowout. And that's fine. That's okay. You really need to not try and hang yourself up on it, because Vitality are a top 3 team in the world at the moment. if you can get a game against them, that is a wonderful showing. Monkey Moon finds them, and they find game numero 1-0. Vitality, they're going to be taking the lead in the series.
For anyone who doesn't speak French, that means game number 1. No problem.
Sorry,
Team
guys.
Vitality as much as possible and step up as the series goes on. But game 2 is almost starting awkwardly. Pisky back rapidly to get that. I do like his wheels. Rather handsome there, the blue and pink sparkly boys. Exotic, wow. And about the wheels. What a finish that is.
Crumbs on a crumpet. That is so well placed from Exotic. As top corner as it can possibly be. Get contact on that ball. When Zen didn't realize he was going to be even in play for that, so he didn't quite have a plan sorted out. Monkey Moon going for Rust. Never to make too much contact. Now that's a great clear out. That's open, and Mozzarella sends it long. Goal number 1 for BSK.
As soon as this ball fell to him, you knew that Team Vitality was stuffed, and BSK were going to get their first goal of the series. There'll be no
Serves to shake Vitality. Then does manage to challenge versus Mozzarella. Monkey Moon's up, as is Rust on his way back. Don't hate that rotation at all. With low boost, Pisky's going to be the first one to it. He's completely whiffs it though. Leaves it open for Zen. I was saying that a lot calmer. Pisky, he ends up going in the air here. He thinks that Exotic's going to go for an air draw, but because he's low on boost, he just has to pass it.
Help out his teammates. Nervous times for Team Vitality defensively.
Exotic now challenging versus 2. So long here, Pisky takes on Monkey Moon, and Pisky takes it wide, not quite, but ends up bumping Zen into the goal as they take the lead.
How has he created this? Monkey Moon was covering as much as he could. Pisky gets it past him, and then... Then he does. Zen's got a chance there to go solo. I wondered if he went for the flip reset instead. Just a touchdown towards BSK, and they escape again. They're dealing with this Vitality pressure very well. Exotic might change that, have a huge pinch. But once more, Mozzarella.
Oh,
can't
wow.
clear it far enough. Zen switches the pace, and that's 1-0.
It's a lovely interception. From that pinch that surprises everybody, Zen, though, knows roughly where Mozzarella's going. He's going from the left. That ball, therefore, is going and growing.
Monkey Moon in the corner. Had a relatively quiet series so far. As far as Team Vitality have gone. Zen touches the ceiling. Monkey Moon is there. Monkey Moon slams it top bins to shut me right up.
Holy moly. What a play. Then finds it from the ceiling. He just slams it down on Monkey Moon's head. And Monkey Moon responds with a laser.
Chasing shadows somewhat. Monkey Moon gets the pinch. Zen's in there ahead of Rust. And now Zen can do his thing. Gets the flip reset. Exotic to his side. But for once, Zen's mechs weren't flawless. And Team BSK, well, should be up 5 until there was a miss from Pisky.
Yeah. I mean, low boost, it becomes suddenly very awkward. Exotic makes that horrible. Pisky needs to go at the back wall there, but then it's a little bit slower, especially when your face saves. I mean, yeah, we saw Zen do it previously, then tumbling out the net. This time he wants to go on the offense. The defense, though, in terms of Vitality, it's actually a massive misplay from Monkey Moon. That is completely open, and Pisky takes full advantage. I think Monkey Moon might have been bumped here. He was by Rust Easy. He sends him flying, son. Says, see you later, world champion. Mozzarella up for the double. Exotic 0 boost. Massive save. Just 3 goals all the way with 70 seconds. Comes a lot harder. Pisky's going to miss. Vitality scored last time that happened. Exotic now goes for the bump. Zen shoots. Rust Easy can't quite get there. And that is their lead halved.
Yeah, you feel like a Zen goal has been coming in this game. It was a good assist there from Monkey Moon. A powerful strike into the centre.
That ball out of his net.
That was so nervous for Monkey Moon. He was in an awkward position, had to half flip, then race his way there, but he did so. Now he has a chance to score. He's going for the bump. Is he the defender? Yes, he is. Exotic must score. And while they were comfortable for 3.5 minutes, the last 40 seconds, it's so different, Stumpy.
That demo is gigantic as well. The first man Vitality.
In his future if he'd wanted it, but instead, it will be overtime. You feel Team BSK have to take this one. If they can't, it's Vitality's to lose. Zen, he's dancing with it, goes for the bump as well. Exotic must steal it. It's the crossbar as anyone arriving instead. Zen breaks BSK's heart, steals the overtime, 3-1.
BSK stunned into silence. They can't move from the fear of the sheer offense.
We'll go around. Cheeky wave dash en route, and Mozzarella's able to get 100. So, despite having the big chances against them, Team BSK starting to let this ball go loose until perfection from Zen. Look at that. Look at the time
there. So Zen sees him go up. Look at Rust Easy go up. Zen immediately thinks, well, if I send that onto the ramp, he now can't get it. If I send it too low, it comes straight in front of the goal, and he is going to be there because he immediately moves towards the position he knows the ball is going to be in. Split-second thinking from Zen, and manages to get their first goal. Up again, down for that double. straight home. It's the double goals, it's the double tap. It is the world champion in Zen.
For goodness sake, it's just so efficient, Stumpy. I mean,
How good Zen is.
you know,
If it's your first time ever watching the RLCS and that you've never seen Zen before, press 1 in chat. Just press 1 in chat if you're brand new here and you're like, wait, this Zen guy is really good. Thanks, Casters, for telling me. Pisky, he's even better.
for any new viewers, Pisky is statistically not even
Pisky's
better
the
than
GOAT!
Zen. But he's trying to...
Pisky's the GOAT! Goal! Dean Boost top corner found! But Zen is also lurking like a moray eel. He waits and Rust Easy. And Pisky, they end up both throwing each other off. He ends up going low, flicks over 1, 2.
Oh.
He does it all himself!
Yeah, he makes it look easy 95, doesn't he? What a catch that is. He gets the flip reset, falls, flicks over all 3 Vitality players. Monkey Moon and Zen see
I mean, their shots are really racking up against them now. 12 in favor of Vitality. They've got 8 on their side, but you just feel that BSK, they might start running out of steam soon. But Mozzarella, never mind! He stretches that defense thin, and he forces Game 6 in OT.
Oh, mozzarella.
This theory.
Oh, here is Pisky getting an early save here for Team BSK. And one thing they are doing incredibly well is showing no respect. Team Vitality, Zen got dunked, and there was mozzarella.
I mean, it's like you say, complete disrespect. Monkey Moon has to cover, see what Rust Easy
More
can do. Is
aggressive
he going to go
against
for
them, but they're fearing these long BSK clearances. And I know that BSK have got the read on them at times as well. So Team Vitality showing BSK maximum respect. BSK showing Vitality minimum respect. Team Vitality, though, still have goals in them, and there's an equalizer.
There's Mozzarella taking a very awkward touch, gives Monkman with a good chunk of boost. Somebody to aim for in the sky. Exotic and
BSK have only conceded the 1. We know they can defend against Team Vitality for minutes at a time. We know they can score goals as well. This is Vitality to the end. Oh, is this one going in? Zen has to catch it. Zen does catch it. Mozzarella, and this time he does just slam it. It's 2-1.
It's Rust Easy though. The reset just flicks it, makes sense so awkward. Pisky takes the touch, cool, whatever. But
One of them out
they're
there.
moving as a coherent contingent into the opposite half, and it's 90 seconds. Just Rust Easy does it to 1, can't quite do it to the second.
Yeah, but again, the first touch from the floor, stunning from Team BSK. Exotic does not care though. His shooting has been in fine form this series, and Vitality have needed it.
It's a lovely demo too. Just takes out that player that's going to be challenging touch they make, because not only are they having shots on, they're then rotating via every boost they can find. Zen gets bumped into that one by Pisky, who would have loved that boost, I'm sure. Rustizi works around 1 minute, can't quite find it in. Pisky now hits chance, gets the goal with just 25 remaining, and Pisky claps his team potentially over the finish line.
But again, it's the dribbling, the air dribbling this time from Rustizi.
Massive series of Rocket League, and it comes down to this individual game. Everyone has been pretty close so far. Rustizi challenges versus Zen. Zen wins out on that battle. Exotic just wants to make sure this becomes really horrible and awkward. And Monkey Moon sees an open net, and he will take his shot.
Team Serious 1, Team Vibes 0. Exotic there, setting up Monkey Moon.
Play going on. I think we're seeing Vitality wanting to be a lot more aggressive as well with the off-ball play, and that is a huge play for them. Pisky, it's on target. It is Vitality completely overcommitting. Team Vibes draw things up.
Yeah, Mozzarella sticks it into the path of Pisky, and Pisky has the easiest job in the world to
great numbers across the board. Everyone getting involved pretty much. The only player I draw question marks to is Zen. He's on 28 points 2 minutes into the game. He's touched the ball a handful of times. That's a shot on target though. Exotic steals it away, which is a bit harsh for the point. But it's going to be an assist. And what a 50 that ends up being. And actually a bump from Monkey Moon removes Rustizi. They're making this one feel a lot more awkward than it is. And BSK are doing a great job of that. It's a lovely demo from Rustizi, sorry. And Zen only finds the backboard. 100 seconds and 2 goals now standing in between BSK and victory as Monkey Moon, he pushes that lead even further. Mozzarella and Pisky both caught between who should go for that ball. Energy that a young, fresh team can put towards the reigning world champions.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we've been saying behind the scenes for a long time. We need more French players.
we've been lacking so far, and it's a region I really think could do well.
Yeah, I don't know why they disappoint so much, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense that the French just, you know, continually fail to give us decent players.
As well. So why don't we give a K-Corp? Match is finally ready. Let's get into our last best of 7 on this Saturday here at the Open number 5. The Blue Wall stands strong against Gentlemates, who are looking pretty good with Eugen. The question is, can they finally make it over that hill to take down K-Corp?
To your point, Gibbs, always been a case of Europe has a top team until they're not, and it's usually very sudden. The bounce was horrible! Atom able to recover it, but that was almost so awful to him.
Eugen fell off the crossbar, so he couldn't time his flip, and Atto throws it off the post and in, and K-Corp gets the early lead.
Oh, nice little kickoff play here. Drali pops the ball. Vatira under pressure from Juicy. Chooses to go long way round, and he's got it to work. Well, had to take the long route. Didn't care. Arrived at the destination anyway.
We talked about GK, kickoff specialist. No one's better than K-Corp, and Vatira shows it there all the time, because otherwise you're just going to get beat. The problem is, if you go in their face, they go for these aerial fakes, and then you're just destroyed, right? So you got to pick your battles. Right here, a good demo play. Juicy doesn't have enough. Juicy does, because of another demo coming out by Eugen, and Juicy secures the goal.
Look at the trust they had. Seiko gets one, and Eugen, well, he doesn't mind getting some himself, even in very awkward spots. They have done well. The last game was 3-0. It could have been a lot worse if they weren't defending as good as they were. Eugen on the way. Goes over the top. Juicy's in support! And they bundle it over the line. Well, I said game 2 has looked very different today. And we are getting yet another one. What a play from Eugen. Vatira goes straight in, but he's not got any boost. They need a follow. Why is Vatira still on it? Drali needs to be brought in. Now Drali is in all sorts of trouble. Avoids one demo, but Eugen will finish it off.
And this is what we talk about, the blessing and the curse of the trust, right? Atto, full trust of Vatira, but Vatira's like, yo, I got no boost, I can't do anything, but I have to try, right? Because Atto has already moved up, and if they win that, it would be a 3-way tie at this point. So mates want as many points as they can possibly get, not only to make Raleigh, but again, as you said, for that World Championship bid.
Oh, Vatira, it's got so much time, and you can't allow him to have something like that. Nobody challenges first. Eugen's all squirreled up. And Seiko can't turn in time. Juicy can't get there in time. Teams to get clean wins. What an infield, but Drali wasn't ready.
And that happens from time to time where like every 50-50 challenge really feels 50-50. Wow, but Seiko, this one's a 90-10. Seiko just take this, powers through and gets the wide open net, but the Gentlemates have been positioning so well on all of these plays to try and regain possession. Seiko this time, you don't want to play them when they're on the goal line. Don't make these saves. They do it again here. Another brilliant save coming out from them.
Yeah, Eugen just dives in. There's so little boost at the moment. Can they keep it out still? No! There's 0 on everybody. 0 chance of keeping this one out.
Vatira, what a brilliant soft touch here to just position himself for the shot, the dive there. Well, the mates would try for them, but K-Corp is very good at avoiding like all those demos. I think because of their quick rotations, how much they worry about each other on defense. But right here, Seiko, out of nowhere, a little miscommunication against Drali, a little bit of an awkward touch, then gets bumped by Juicy. So Seiko has chance that Juicy got a double.
Vatira against Eugen. Vatira comes out on top. Stalwart on the midfield at the moment. And my goodness, if K-Corp needed him to be. Drali. Oh, the double demo! Atto has got everybody!
Not only did he get 2, he was hunted for the 3rd as well. That's how you get rid of the great goal line defense. You delete them off the field. Drali secures the goal. You can't keep up this pressure. You got to find a way to counterattack and get that goal.
Oh, Drali looks for it. Crossbar comes in to help. Vatira looks for the double. Finds the double!
The speed on this double tap. Drali tries for the fast shot. It's actually perfectly placed for Vatira to come out. The flip reset, double tap. Seiko coming out this time when they're on offense. So right now, K-Corp headhunting, and it's working.
Oh, Vatira, has he got another double in him? It does get collided into, although Juicy's so awkward. And yeah, there's no chance. Juicy was positioned for a drop down from Vatira. He's not positioned for this thing, though. That came out way too much.
And Juicy, like, he's made tons of plays.
So again, good challenge. Juicy's got a bit of time, takes control on that reset. Vatira went over the top of him, but now
But
you
it's
can
in.
just watch it go in. Prime position. Where did that go so wrong?
Juicy goes up, beats out one. He doesn't get the flip reset, it looks like. A failed flip reset turns into an easy
will
take possession. Atto, a great read, but that's 2 plays in a row where K-Corp is sending 2 members at a ball, so gotta clean that up just a little bit, but this allows mates to have some offensive pressure. Comes out to Eugen, who puts it home. Great delayed challenge there by the mates to get this pass out mid.
That was so tricky from Seiko. The fact that he didn't really get anything on that set. Right, he's got a bit of time here over on the wall. Reset gain. Is anyone challenging him? Juicy eventually goes and able to at least get Dryly to pull the trigger a little bit earlier than he wanted. Oh,
Another wide open net! Atto just comes in, cleanup crew so far throughout this game. Eugen going for the clear, gets bumped out by Vatira, and everyone left the net open. Seiko went for the corner boot. This is tough. This is tough. I feel like the mates, they're just not doing anything with 2 members of the team. Atto,
Yeah. Oh dear.
I say that the mates aren't using 2 people at the same time. Well, they're on defense at the wrong times here. Eugen and Juicy both go up, and Atto, great recovery there to just throw it on the net at the right time right now. K-Corp leading down this clock, last 10 on it. One more big clear will solidify it, but Seiko has a chance for a pass here. To bring it within 1, takes it himself, bottom right corner, and Gentlemates still have a chance.
Just go for the solo play. Allow that panic to happen on the goal line rather than getting them to anticipate a stop up their sleeves. So we do go for it. They've just got the regular. Juicy takes the shot. That's not going to be any threat whatsoever to KC. And the game is over.
K-Corp will move on to the top 4 part of the bracket, while the Gentlemates have a huge match tomorrow in that lower bracket.